who can update us where things are heading for him. So thank you, Herb, and welcome to the mic, KD.
Good evening, everyone. And I didn't get anything done as far as the house or anything this week, but did go over and hi Jeep, and did go over and visit with a gentleman that has been advertising solar panels on Craigslist in my area, and he actually lives just right around the corner. I mean, less than half, I would say less than half a mile from where my house is in the country. So he just lives right around the corner. So I called him up today and talked to him, and he seems real nice. And we went out there and had a look at all his at the solar panels he has. Right now he's working on moving them to a different mount and putting them up and getting them all hooked up. But yeah, he's doing something similar to what Herbster's, the lady that Herbster has talked to, whereas he is using inverters and plugging directly into his electric, and he's basically supplying quite a bit of his own power, and actually selling some back. He talks about in the video, I don't want to give away a lot of it, but he does talk about in the video what they have to do with the power meters. In order for it to register it, they actually have to program the power meter in order for it to turn and go backwards. So he talks a lot about what he's doing and how he's getting the solar panels, and yes, he will sell to anybody if somebody wants to. He gave his email address, and he will sell to anybody that would like to buy. I mean, he is really up on solar, and he's actually doing, living out in the country and gradually working his way off of the grid. Go ahead, Leaper. You said, have I run into that, even the new meters they use? I haven't done anything yet with the meters as far as the power company. This is what this gentleman is talking about. Go ahead, Seeds.
Yeah, we've been given a great run through your property with the videos that I've watched, and I can fully understand all the bits and pieces that you've got in there. But the same question that I asked her, now you've got the base project, are you thinking about knocking walls out or extending areas? I'm just curious because there's some things in that house that are quite big and some that are quite small. I just wondered whether that's crossed your mind before you've started.
Yeah. In the video, I talk about taking out that one space. In my videos with the house, I've talked about taking out that one doorway going from the living room into the kitchen, and then closing off the two other doors that go from the living room into that hallway, and then from the hallway or that one room into the kitchen, closing those old ones off and opening a new one to where it just comes, one door comes from the kitchen into the hallway, and then one door from the living room into the kitchen. That's one thing that my son and I have talked about, that's going to be on our things to do here pretty soon.
Sorry, Herb, just a supplementary question to that. I know John went up into that, your son went up into the attic. We haven't seen any video there of that, of course, yet, but what sort of space is up there that you could utilise, KD? Is there some sort of depth to the height and the width of the place that you can do anything with that?
Not really. There is, I mean, there's room for storage up there, but the peak of the house is not really. I mean, basically, John could basically walk down through the center of it, but if he takes a step 1 foot either way of the center of the house, he's going to bang his head. I mean, it's that the roof pitch is like that. I do plan on moving that attic stair into the hallway, or possibly moving it into my son's room. He was talking about, well, we could put it there. I originally had wanted to put it in that hallway because the living room just doesn't seem like a place for that. So, but yeah, we may go in there and do some modifications maybe at some point, and we'd have to go in there and change the supports and redistribute the weight and everything for the roof up there in order to make it to where we could have more room. We could put boards down in there and nail that down and have storage space, but it's not really, it's not going to be heated or air conditioned up there. So go ahead, Herb.
I was wondering, maybe the same suggestion that you gave me about the was it sunroof lights? The was it? I can't even think of the name of them now. I can't talk, but I know you know what I'm talking about. And another thing is too, I know you have just as much work, or probably just as much more work than I have, and Arky and all of us, and maybe a advice that, you know, for all of us, you know, let's not get too frustrated with it and let it overpower us, you know, in order. I know it's a lot of work, but I guess we'll all get through it sooner or later. But I know at the end, of course, it'll be all well worth it. So, like I said, maybe your thoughts on the sunlight.
Yeah, skylight, the skylight up in the, yeah, I considered that for that hallway. One thing that I was thinking about doing was putting in a glass door with frosted glass in the bathroom, and then putting a over door, or over the top of the door, put a window with frosted glass in it, that one that we could open up and you could allow airflow to, you know, to go into the bathroom, but also it would allow light, because there's a lot of light that comes in through that window into the bathroom, and it would come right through that door and into that hallway. And then when we get everything closed off, it is going to be a little darker in there, because we're going to close off those existing doors that are there, but then we're going to open up another door going from the kitchen into that hallway, and there's a lot of light through windows from the kitchen that allow light to come in. So yeah, I would consider putting in a skylight in there if it's not, you know, not light enough in there from the windows, and, you know, doing things the way I'm thinking about doing it. I think that it would. I'm thinking that it's going to work the way it is right now. I mean, as far as what I've got planned, but there's a possibility, always a possibility of putting a skylight up there. Go ahead, Leaper.
All off there, KD?
I haven't thought about that. There's quite a bit of cabinet space there in the kitchen. Maybe put a lazy Susan or something like that inside one of the cabinets. But I don't know about that right now. I'm worried about or concerned with heat and getting things done as far as getting the house and everything fixed up. I will probably be using wood. Wood's free. I mean, we have mesquite trees out the wazoo down here. So I mean, I could pretty much just, most people, if you're pretty good about cleaning up your mess, a lot of the farmers will just let you come in there and cut wood. Oil, we don't burn oil here. We don't do oil. We don't know anything about oil. We have oil. We turn into gasoline. But other than that, we don't use oil for heating or anything here. We use natural gas, or we have electric heat, or we have wood heat. The house presently is wired and has a central heat system in it, and it's electric. So I mean, I could do that. What I was thinking about doing was putting a fireplace, and then put the fireplace back in the den part of the house, and then just turn the circulating air, the blower for the central heat system, turn that on, and it will draw air in from that room where the stove is, where the wood stove is, and it will draw air in from that and circulate it throughout the whole house. So it will actually just transfer the heat and everything everywhere. And wood and mesquite, I've never had any problem with mesquite. I've burned it for years. We had a Franklin fireplace and we burned it. We just cleaned it out every couple of months, and I never had any problem with it. We burn it forever. Oh yeah, it'll be where we can. You're talking about being able to clean it out. Yeah, we'll be able to clean it out. It won't be a problem with cleaning it out. I just go get the way I'm looking at setting it up. It's going to be on the back part of the house, so the roof is got more of a little easier incline. It'll be easy just to put a ladder up there, climb up top, take the hat off the top of it, shove a brush all the way down through there to the stove at the bottom, and then put that and clean everything out, put the hat back up there, and go downstairs and vacuum everything out. It'll be just fine. All right, I lived for years for probably 10, 12 years with all the only heat we had was a fireplace. We lived out in the country. We had a fireplace, and then later on we got my dad bought a butane tank. I think it was 350 gallon or 500 gallon butane tank, and we had him come out and fill the tank, and we ran copper gas lines and put into propane stoves or butane stoves, and we ran those, but we also had the fireplace, and we used the fireplace for years, and we just stoked that thing up at night, and oh yeah, it would get 100 degrees inside the house, and we'd have 6-8 inches of snow on the ground outside. You'd walk around up to your calves, up to halfway up your leg in snow, and you walk in the house and you're stripping clothes off and you're walking around in shorts. So I mean, it's possible to get one of those Franklin fireplaces cranked up pretty good. Go ahead, Leaper. Yeah, pretty much the only thing I'll be burning would be probably pretty much mesquite. We do have some other odd trees around here, but no manzanita, no trees like that. Pretty much it's all mesquite, and I really like the mesquite. It's since it's free, then I can get as much of it as I want. You just go in there and ask landowners around here. They give that stuff away, and they're ready to get it cleared off their property. So they'll just let you go in there and cut it, cut down as much as you want, as long as you clean up your mess.
Okay, any other questions?
All right, thanks for that, KD. Again, if I could just get you to give us an indication if you're doing anything this coming week and any plans for you and John to get out there and do a bit more work on the property.
Oh yeah, we're planning on going out there and start working on those doorways, and a possibility we may be getting up on the roof and doing some work up there. But I do want to go in there and start taking that sheetrock out. What we're going to do is we're going to go in there. They put the sheetrock up there in place, and they screwed it down. And so what we're going to do is we're gonna go in there and take the screws out and try to save as much of that sheetrock as possible. And yeah, Leaper, I will be updating my YouTube. I will be adding a video, hopefully tonight. I will be adding a video. So yeah, I'll post that here in a little bit. But yeah, we're going to go in there and at least I think it would be easier to get around and to do the work and everything there in the house if we don't have to walk all the way around from the living room through to the kitchen. So what I want to do is go in there and take that one door out that goes from the living room to the kitchen and open that up to where we can be able to go through that way instead of having to step through and around. So, but yeah, we're planning on doing that here at least this week. We're going to try and at least get that done.
Thanks for that, KD, and thank you, Herbster, for your contributions tonight. And the guys will be back again next Monday night at 9 p.m. So if you're new to the room, I'll get the guys in the room with YouTube channels now if I can, just to put the links in for those new people that would like to go and see what the guys have been talking about. And if Arca can put hers in, and Jeep as well. These are the people that we've been following recently, and they're all on different stages of their journey. Yeah, even TJ. I thought you'd gone to sleep, TJ. But thanks, guys. Thanks for your shows. It was good and informative, and at least we know where you've been and where you're going for next week. So thanks very much. That ends the show, and now we'll just open up the room for general discussion.